I believe in Florida, land of wide-stretching and open woods, of limitless green prairies and glades, of dense and vine-hung hammocks, of mysterious bays and swamps, all in their various forms lovely and fruitful. Commissioned by community efforts and in partnership with the Historical Society of Central Florida, the Orange County Regional History Center has made its mission the preservation of Florida's history, culture, and heritage. Located right at the heart of downtown Orlando, the History Center resides in a 1927 neoclassical revival building which was once the main courthouse for Orange County.
But I started here actually as the chief curator in 2016. So I was overseeing our content departments, collections and exhibitions, so a lot of the creative side of the work. And then a year or so ago, I actually stepped into the executive director role and have been in that since. My name is Pam Schwartz. I'm the executive director of the Orange County Regional History Center. Our earliest roots actually go back into the 1940s when we had a courthouse that was in front of the one we actually now sit in, because that's what our building used to be. And some people in the community thought they wanted to honor their history and began a small series of historical exhibitions. From there, around 2000, we actually had an opportunity to go from being a smaller historical society, partner with Orange County government, and then move into this big, beautiful courthouse from 1927 that we're now in, and we've been here since that point in time.
After a long history entangled with the county's courthouses, the Orange County Regional History Center opened its doors in September of 2000.
My name is Jeremy Heilman. I am the assistant curator in the collections department at the Orange County Regional History Center.
From photographs and objects to digital media, the History Center's collection houses thousands of items accounting for more than 14,000 years of Central Florida's history.
Exhibits are preserved in a number of different ways. As far as special exhibitions that are only up for a temporary amount of time, it can be challenging. Of course, the text and the artifacts are typically saved, and we could go back and reference that at a later date. We have had the opportunity to capture some of our exhibits through 3D photography, where essentially the exhibit itself is modeled out and you're able to kind of do a virtual walkthrough of some of the content of the exhibit. But I think, in terms of keeping photos and keeping good records of what, was in the exhibit, that's essentially the best way of preserving an exhibit for the future. And hopefully if you do that correctly and you're saving all the content, that if at a later date you want to reference that or even recreate a portion of that for whatever reason, you would be able to do that.
Collection is only one stage of historical preservation. An idea sparks inspiration, a design is developed, and a concept is created, all prior to fabrication. Exhibits hold historic value and have an informative, educational purpose. Books, photographs, documents, and artifacts are all used in adding visual appeal to an exhibit. A culmination of these efforts helps to create public interest. A determined staff, as well as an active community, become the rudiments for post-opening success.
We face the same challenges we always have historically, in that we need to work with our communities, not just for them. We need to do what they want from us, not what we think they want. And then just having enough staff to be able to do it, which all kind of leads into the funding. As nonprofits, we're constantly selling front desk admission tickets. We're having programming. We're seeking donors. We're seeking members. But we also love to be really very accessible to our community. So in terms of what the future holds, I think our prospects are bright. I think that we're all really working. We've got an incredible, talented, thoughtful, community-minded staff. And we're all working together to sort of craft that vision of what we can be.
1, 2, 3, 4!
The exhibit that we're standing in right now, actually called Figurehead Music and Mayhem in Orlando's Underground, has really been a personal favorite of mine. I'm really passionate and interested in music and music history, and this covers a really unique time in Orlando and Central Florida history of the development of the music scene and culture here in the 80s and 90s. So it's been a real pleasure to work on and get to talk to members of that community and interview them and get artifacts. We have a really cool display of concert posters and photography from the shows. So that's really something that I think has been really special to work on. It's very recent history, but I think in a lot of ways it's helped members of the local community recognize their role in history, and I think it's been really cool to see that.